Hi YouTube, this is Lunaria, and today I want to be talking about transmuting emotions into their positive forms and having a better understanding of what noble emotions really are. So we tend to think of happiness as a noble emotion and anger or jealousy as these ignoble emotions. But it's really not so simple, and I'll bring up a couple of examples first to explain that. Let's say someone steals from you very happily and they feel great to do it. Does that mean that happiness is good? No, it doesn't. Let's say someone feels gleeful to go and hurt other people, and unfortunately, there are people like this in our world. Does that mean that this is a good emotion? No, even if it feels good to the person at that time. Let's say someone feels angry and uses their anger to work towards social justice causes and help the world. Are they having a positive emotion? Yes, even though it's anger. So I know common representations almost make it seem like happiness equals good, anger equals bad, but it's really not that simple, and that could be very nefarious because if we're under the impression that being happy means we're doing great morally, then that's a very sketchy road to be on. There has to be a more firm determination of things and more accurate. So there is power there in transmuting our emotions correctly. And that is where we get a better sense of whether our emotions are being used towards noble or ignoble causes. So, for example, is my happiness helping others and myself, or is it self destructive? A really silly example is for a while I was getting really bad sugar cravings, and as you all know, I have a brain body condition, and I just really wanted to feel like something was making me happy. So I was eating a ton of sweets every day, like 12 bars of sweets a day. And that was just really bad for me, but I felt really good about it. So that's an example of a self destructive, quote unquote, positive emotion. And I had to be honest with myself and say, I know that feels really happy to me, but it's not good for me. So that's the first thing. Anger. Anger can be used towards a righteous cause. Instead of destroying others and being a killing fire, it can be the hearth that warms the soul. It could be the enduring flame within that you can camp near and rest near, but it has to be a certain kind of anger. It has to be anger that is used to help others. It has to be selfless. And then jealousy. Jealousy we often think of as coveting, envy, control, these ugly states of existing. But we can change that into cherishing, guarding, protecting. So if you have a lot of anger, use it towards a good cause. If you have a lot of jealousy inside, use it to guard which is sacred. Use it to guard which is worthwhile. Use it to guard which is beautiful. Use it to guard a vision you have of something you want to bring into the world to help others, whether it be in math or science or anything, architecture. Cherish things. Transmute your jealousy. Don't envy what others have. Focus on cherishing what you have. Take that jealousy inward. Cherish. Just cherish. And then, in terms of emotional health, I wanted to bring up another concept, and that is also figuring out what emotions you usually remain in your home base emotions. We all have them. And what that means about how you operate best. My home base emotions tend to be states of peace, deep introspection that sometimes goes a little too far, and love. Those are the three emotions I experience the most and spontaneously. And that means I need to find settings that work well with that. I'm not the most spontaneous. That is not a home base emotion for me. So if I was trying to do spontaneous work all the time, I would lose my mind. It's not for me. So find your home base emotions, and that helps you know where you're going to feel the best, where you're going to function the best, how you can help others the best. And if I'm honest, one last thing is regarding anger. Anger is absolutely a guide of why I made Butterfly Alchemist. I have a lot of anger about the injustices in the world. I've seen a lot of things that I won't explain here. I've gone through very difficult circumstances in my lifetime, and that showed me that I need to spread a message of love for all, care for all, of all colors. All creeds, all nations deserve to be treated with respect. That is a human right that I uphold and I work towards, and that means I work on this channel to keep spreading that message. And then I have anger because someone I really loved was taken from the world very young at 30, and his 3rd-year anniversary of his passing is coming soon, and he was someone who was a fierce advocate for justice. And I feel like when he passed, I made a promise to his soul that I will continue that work the rest of my life. And I take that vow seriously, and there is anger behind it. Not at him, but at those who wronged him. But now that anger creates healing and warmth because I don't turn it inward. I use it to aid, to support, to alchemize. So I hope this video helped and encouraged anyone watching. And I would love to hear anyone's thoughts on future content and what you would like to listen to. Thanks.